executing at a high level. That was the goal for this week, to come out fast, start fast, and then kind of take off from there and see what we can do.
Justin Herbert bouncing back from a rough week last week. What did you see from your quarterback?
Just making tremendous plays, being able to avoid the sacks as we've seen all season, getting rushed and still making the plays, still making incredible throws, and just taking us to the victory.
A lot of talk this week from your defense about needing to take action, less talk, more action. Looks like they kept Carson Wentz pretty off balance out there.
Yeah, great job. Full team win today. Offense, defense, everybody played well. So it was good for us.
After a rough kind of 1-3 patch there, what does a win like tonight teach you about your team?
It was big. Quick turnaround this week. The game plan was a little shorter, obviously, with the 3 days. And, we was able to, put it together and come out and do what we were supposed to do.
Keenan, congratulations. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
We now bring in NFL analyst Damian Woody to break down what we saw, that dominant win for the Chargers over the Vikings. Damian, a lot to like from what? Stan Humphries and Natron Means. No, it's just wearing the throwbacks. I want to talk about the defense. This was the #1 scoring defense for LA last season. This year they came in allowing 20 or more in 5 straight games. Why were they so much more productive defensively in this game?
Yeah, you got to start up front. The Minnesota Vikings were missing multiple offensive linemen, and I think the Chargers did a great job of getting after Carson Wentz. He didn't have much time, to really survey the defense, and you saw it, multiple times. They line stunts and the sticky coverage on the back end, creating a couple turnovers. That's the style that we saw in the early part of the season with the Los Angeles Chargers, and after that rough outing against the Colts on Sunday, they bounced back to form tonight.
Of course, when you talk about the Chargers, so much of the spotlight goes to Justin Herbert on the offensive side of the ball. I mentioned he had 450 yards in that loss to the Colts, 3 games already this season with 300 yards coming in. Obviously, his development has put this team where they are right now in that division. But is he enough by himself, Woody, to be able to have this team not just get to the playoffs, obviously they can do that, but to win this division and take the Chiefs off that top spot?
Well, we're seeing the Chiefs are absolute wagon right now. I think they're playing better football right now than they did all of last season. And when you look at this Chargers team, the one thing I'll say about tonight, they got a couple of offensive linemen back, including their Pro Bowl tackle and Joe Alt. And you saw the difference. You saw the difference in, the running game. They rushed for over 200 yards. And you saw the quarterback go out there and make plays with his legs. Justin Herbert, you saw him just go out there, and when things were breaking down, he was, running outside the pocket. Those are the type of things that he's capable of. But, going against this Kansas City Chiefs team that's playing absolutely phenomenal football on both sides of the ball, it's going to be a tall task for this Chargers team to kind of, stop this momentum by the Kansas City Chiefs.
Wood, quickly, Joe Alt, what did his return mean for this offensive line?
Oh, it means everything. He's one of the better offensive tackles that we have in our game, and clearly saw the protection, not only the protection, but the run game of the Chargers as well tonight.
All right, Damian Woody, as always, appreciate the perspective here on SportsCenter. For more insight into what happened out there, we bring in Oronde Gadsden from the Chargers. Of course, he caught that first touchdown from Justin Herbert to start the game. First of all, congratulations on the win. You guys, the last 2 times you played at home, you got beat by double digits. Obviously, you wanted to stop that streak. What went into the way you guys started this game here against the Vikings?
Just getting past those 2 losses, like you said before, and just stepping up and getting ready for this game on Thursday. Just putting everything that happened behind us and looking forward to the future.
You guys got off to such a great start to the season, and you get those losses, and you know how it is in the league. Like, you can be the hottest thing right now, and all of a sudden everyone's down on you. What has this spell told you about the overall makeup of this game, Oronde, that you guys you know how well you can play, but you also know that teams can get you if you're not on your best?
Yeah, it's not like where I came from in college where, you got these highly ranked opponents versus some unranked teams. I mean, every Sunday, everyone's going all out. These are professional players. Everyone's great. And, anything that you do that, hurts yourself offsides, getting tips, getting overthrows, getting holding penalties, anything that, sets the offense back, sets your defense back, sets special teams back. It just kind of throws the team off and then puts you in a bad spot, and that's how you can lose games that you think you should win, even when you're hot.
And we got a cool graphic on the screen right now that you can't see, but you are the first rookie tight end with 240 yards and 2 touchdowns total over a 2-game span since 1961. Don't want to do the math, but we know that was a long time ago. And I guess the question is, with a performance like that the last couple of weeks, will your dad actually start you in fantasy?
I don't think he will. I think he's going to keep me on the bench, especially how things have been going the last, 3 games.
Well, maybe at this point he's like, well, just the motivation for him to play better if I don't put it on my fantasy team.
Unless he's 0-3 in those 3 weeks, then he's got to. I'm saying if something at that point.
I'm saying if he wants to win, he's got to put the Chargers tight end on his starting lineup. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about your quarterback. I want to ask you about your quarterback, Justin Herbert. Obviously developing to one of the better QBs in the league. What is his overall impact on this squad? Not just when you guys are out there between the lines, but the overall influence he's had on his team collectively.
His overall influence is, everything for the team, especially off season, like training. I'm watching him, and he's not one of the guys that's falling back behind everyone. I mean, he's leading the group no matter what it is, sprints, planks. I can remember times we were doing the conditioning test, and I was falling out, and I was on the ground dying after the conditioning test, and he's still up, still running 3 more. Just keep going at it, keep grinding, and on the field, I mean, you trust him. You trust him with everything, man. Like I don't care where he puts that ball. I'm gonna turn the way he throws it. I never think he throws a bad ball. I haven't seen him do it yet, really. I mean, I honestly haven't.
Yeah, I mean, if your quarterback is still out there going through conditioning, how can you not be, right? Got to follow that lead.
Yeah.
Aronde, again, congratulations. Solid game, solid 2 stretch of games here. Maybe your dad, like we said, will put you on that fantasy team. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
I think Senior's quote was "Ride the Pine," and Damien, this